welcome Chancellor Mauli Agrawal.
Good morning, everyone. What a great time to be a RU. What did you think about that introduction? Yeah. What we're building here is pretty incredible, wouldn't you say? I think so. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to Kansas City's only Carnegie Research One University. That's right, UMKC is now the only university in our amazing city with the coveted R1 designation, and one of only a handful of such public universities in Missouri and in Kansas. So in this moment of collective pride, it is truly a pleasure to welcome our UMKC family, friends, and partners as we celebrate our successes and look ahead to a future of continued excellence. We are living in extraordinary times, times of both tremendous achievement, but also tremendous challenges. We must continue to make bold choices and be prepared to find innovative ways to achieve our vision. In a world that brings change every day, we must stay focused on a vision to be Kansas City's world-class university. But I know you're up to it because it's in our DNA. We must be an extraordinary university for extraordinary times. So today, I am proud to share the many ways we are meeting that challenge. But first, let me recognize some guests with us today. There's several special guests with us today, but I would like to point out two special guests, Bob Rainier, who is the chair of a UMKC Foundation, and Duran Hudson, who's the chair of a UMKC Board of Trustees. Bob and Duran, thank you for your leadership and support as we continue to embrace our role as a world-class institution based right here in Kansas City in the great state of Missouri. So let's begin by celebrating some of the external signs that UMKC's excellence is being recognized. Let's start with the US News and World Report rankings. While rankings rarely tell the full story of a university's success, they can be a powerful indicator of a university's trajectory. This year, UMKC jumped more than 25 spots amongst all universities. And 4 of our graduate programs, law, medicine, pharmacy, and nursing, ranked among the top 50 in the nation. And our School of Medicine continues to shine among graduate medical programs in the nation. Not only that, we also earned accolades from the Wall Street Journal as one of the best investments in higher education. We ranked number 1 for student experience, number 1 for social mobility, number 2 for starting salaries, and number 2 for best value amongst all universities, all public universities, and let me repeat that, all public universities in Missouri and in Kansas. Add to that many other honors, too numerous to name all, but here's a small sampling. The National Community Pharmacy Center of Excellence designation for our School of Pharmacy, underscoring our leadership in healthcare education. The induction of a 4th faculty member, Dr. Mark Hoffman, School of Medicine Pediatrics Professor, to the National Academy of Inventors, a very prestigious appointment. The highest first-time bar pass rate of any public university in Missouri or in Kansas, at almost 91% for our School of Law. 4 Coaches of the Year for athletics program, and an NCAA Sweet 16 finish for men's soccer. These accolades speak to the immense talent, innovation, and determination that runs throughout our community. All of us here, all of us across this institution are part of that, and it's extraordinary. A world-class university deserves a world-class campus. The quality of our facilities, inside and out, should reflect the caliber of the people we have and the work we are doing. Over the last year, we have kicked off several transformative projects that reflect a commitment to creating spaces that inspire excellence in learning and in collaboration, innovation, and community. So let's start with the healthcare construction. We are making headway on the biggest capital project in UMKC history, the 160,000 square foot healthcare delivery and innovation building. You can see the building literally begin to rise from the ground at 25th and Charlotte. Then there's a School of Medicine campus in St. Joseph, where this fall we will open a new $14.5 million, 22,000 square foot building for medical education. And a commitment to expanding rural healthcare access doesn't stop there. We are proud to announce a proposed satellite program for the UMKC School of Dentistry in St. Joseph, designed to address the severe shortage of dentists and dental hygienists in the surrounding counties. We still need to get approvals and raise funds for this, but we plan to launch the program in fall of 2027 in newly renovated facilities on the Missouri Western University's campus. Now let's turn to the Volcker campus, where we are. Just a few weeks ago, we opened the Foodiverse, a food parlor in the Student Union with expanded dining options, and perhaps most popular of all, the familiar anchors of Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. We are about to open Rue Plaza, formerly 51st Street, in the heart of campus. Now that spring is almost here, and you can feel it today, we are going to transform that space with art, furnishings, and string lights, and will host a street party in early April. More details to come, but I hope you will join me to celebrate at a new, safe, traffic-free pedestrian plaza, a great place to meet up and hang out between classes and at events. We are dramatically expanding our academic success and support services for our students. Over the summer, we will complete the Victor Wilson Learning Collaborative on the 4th floor of the Middle Nichols Library. This project creates new spaces for key academic programs, including Block Scholars, First Gen Ruse, Casey Scholars, and the Writing Studio. In August, we will begin a complete renovation of the Atterbury Student Success Center. The project will transform Atterbury into a dedicated welcome center and more functional and inviting spaces for student admissions, advising, career center, international student affairs, and much more. Our UMKC streetcar stop will also go live this fall. The Kansas City streetcar's southernmost stop is just a few blocks away from where we are right now, and will connect UMKC to the heart of Kansas City with free public transportation. Last but not least, I'm sure you have heard the news about a favorite campus, Haunted House. We have contracted with Sunflower Development Group to reimagine Epperson House as a state-of-the-art hydrothermal spa, boutique hotel, and restaurant, which will include community areas that a campus can access. Best of all, this revitalization comes to us at no cost to the university. If anything, it will generate revenues for us. We have so much in the works right now. But it's important to note that while these projects will look fantastic, when completed, this is not about making the campus pretty. Each project ties to specific needs for our students, faculty, or broader community. At UMKC, our students are at the center of everything we do, and our momentum in student success, enrollment, and academics continues to grow. For the second straight year, we have set records in first-time college enrollment. Total undergraduate enrollment is up this academic year. More interestingly, 58% of this year's freshman class was first generation, and 52% are Pell eligible. These are historic numbers. And we are on track to break records again in the fall of 2025, with applications up almost 15% and admissions rising. Transfer enrollment is also climbing, thanks to a new Rumentum transfer partnerships with various community colleges. Transfers increased last fall, and early indicators show another strong year ahead with a 17% increase in applications. Graduate admissions are following similar trends, thanks to work from an incredible graduate studies team and new master's and PhD program offerings. Domestic graduate admissions are up a whopping 50% this week, year over year. Meanwhile, our students are excelling on the national stage. Liberty Gladden, a junior studying computer and information systems, information sciences, received the prestigious Boren Scholarship. Genesis Ventura Amaro, an Institute for Urban Education scholar, was honored with the Milligan Teacher Leader of Tomorrow Award before she graduated. Maya Thompson, an Earth and Environmental Science major, won the AGU Michael Frelich Data Visualization Competition, the 2024 Central Exchange Student Achiever STEMI Award, and presented on NASA's Hyperwall at the AGU annual meeting in Washington, D.C. Yes, one student did all of this. Extraordinary. Yep, you can clap for her. We've also learned that 4 UMKC students have received the national, highly competitive Gilman Scholarships this year, which give Pell-eligible students the resources to study abroad and develop skills crucial to a national and economic security. Congratulations to Elena Cronin, Denny Mosby, Mahmoud Jallo, and Sarah Chang. The accomplishment of all of these students reflects the power of access, opportunity, and innovation at UMKC. We're not just growing, we are transforming lives. Our students' achievements are certainly impressive, and they make us proud in countless ways. But a big part of what makes their success possible is the support and dedication of our faculty and staff. So let me highlight some of their amazing achievements as well. Distinguished Professor of Music Composition, Chen Yi, is one of the newest honorary members of the International Society for Contemporary Music, joining the ranks of legendary musicians such as Igor Stravinsky and Aaron Copland. Since it was founded in 1922, the International Society for Contemporary Music has inducted only 74 musicians in its entire history, and only 4 are women, and Professor Yi is one of them. Philosophy Professor Clancy Martin has once again cemented his place among the most distinguished minds in academia, this time with global recognition for groundbreaking innovation. Alongside his collaborators, Martin was named in the Time magazine's prestigious list of best inventions of 2024 for their work on Rebind. This digital book app is redefining the way we engage with literary classics, making them more accessible and immersive than ever before. Martin's achievement is a shining example of how the humanities combined with cutting-edge technology can transform the way we learn and think. Once again, extraordinary. And then over the summer, we also welcome exceptional leaders whose expertise and vision will guide UMKC to new heights. Dr. Christine Getz joined UMKC as the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and as a professor in the School of Music at the Conservatory. Dr. Getz comes to us from the University of Iowa, where she oversaw graduate education across a large interdisciplinary unit spanning the arts, humanities, social sciences, and natural sciences. And Dr. Sumit Dua, who joined us as the Vice Chancellor for Research, brings an impressive track record of advancing research, grant awards, and collaborative initiatives from his time at Louisiana Tech University. At UMKC, he has hit the ground running and has already started leading a rapidly growing research enterprise. Speaking of research, let's take a look at the extraordinary strides our university is making in advancing discovery and innovation. And no, we have been talking about research a lot over the past few weeks, but that's because achieving Carnegie R1 status is a huge deal for us and for Kansas City. Only 187 out of about 2,800 plus four-year universities, or only about 6%, achieved this designation. This is transformative. One milestone that cements our position among our nation's most elite research universities. It's equally transformative for Kansas City. R1 status brings so much in benefits for our faculty, for our staff, and for our community. Just don't take my word for it. Please watch this short video. When I left San Antonio in 2018, I chose UMKC because I saw all the ingredients for spectacular on this campus and in this city. I could see that the combination of UMKC and Kansas City, if put together in a dynamic, symbiotic, rhythmic partnership, could make extraordinary things happen. Together, we are achieving extraordinary. The latest jewel in our crown came when we learned that we received the coveted Carnegie Research 1 status for our campus.
Achieving a Carnegie R1 classification is important, not so much because of the actual designation, but because of the work of the university, in particular the faculty that underlies that designation. UMKC has a long history of really strong research, but getting this designation just reflects that faculty and staff and students are doing even more research. And so it's a way to recognize the work that's been happening.
R1 status attracts talented faculty, students to the university that uplifts the standards of instruction and learning. It also allows us to collaborate with a high-profile institution and researchers from around the nation and beyond. And most importantly, it creates a culture of discovery, curiosity, and collaboration.
Well, I think achieving the Research 1 level for the university is major. I think it really will help really share to the world what we're doing right here in the heart of the country. This level of research status solidifies for us just the strength of our work and how together we can really make change and improve lives.
Achieving Carnegie R1 status at UMKC is something that is changing the way that faculty look at their responsibilities. It's changing the way that students hold themselves. That excitement is creating a different level of rigor in the conversations that we're having and in the expectations that we have of ourselves and of the type of university that we're trying to grow and build into.
What I've learnt is that this is a place that genuinely punches above its weight. There is research happening at UMKC that really is genuinely world class, particularly in the areas of medicine and engineering. So I think UMKC can be rightly proud of the role it's played in developing the greater Kansas City area as a nexus for these important areas.
Research, and at its highest levels, like UMKC does, is truly about innovation and discovery. It's about understanding systemic issues and coming up with solutions and recommendations. And in our community, UMKC has played a role in connecting those issues with partners in community.
With R1 funding, it is an external validation of the quality and volume of research going on at UMKC, and it will, I think, be very influential in attracting the best and brightest academicians to invest their career at UMKC.
We are very excited to have this kind of designation and to know that it will draw additional research dollars into the university so that we can continue to do the work that we're doing and then translate that research to market where we'll create those new businesses, those new jobs, those new innovations, those new markets that we haven't seen before because of the research we do here.
Research is the genesis of it all, because it's based in information. So if we can create information and knowledge for our community, for our region, through UMKC and through all the work that's being done here, then our entire region and the people within the region will rise.
Now you see why we are so excited. R1 signals our constant commitment to innovation, discovery, and impact. Across all disciplines, our faculty and research partners are pushing the boundaries of knowledge. They're shaping the future of technology, healthcare, and the humanities while solving complex challenges that affect lives in Kansas City, and I'm not exaggerating here, around the world. This year alone, UMKC researchers have secured major grants that are fueling life-changing discoveries. There's Dr. John Spertus, who just spoke in the video, who's leading an $8.3 million nationwide study on pregnant women with heart conditions, the largest National Institutes of Health award in UMKC history. There's work by Tony Caruso and his colleagues who are leading the way in manufacturing of critical materials in the United States, the essential components for everything, from medical equipment to microchips to batteries. Our Critical Materials Crossroads Initiative is a finalist for a $160 million NSF grant that could transform Kansas City into a hub for energy innovation, creating jobs for years to come. Our faculty's excellence is so important in attracting high-quality graduate students. Psychology PhD candidate Jennifer Truitt came to UMKC to continue working with Associate Professor Daniel Maitland and is leading a study on behavioral activation therapy to combat loneliness and depression in young adults. These are just a few of our excellent research initiatives, and there will be many, many more. Achieving R1 does not mean it's time to rest on our laurels. This accomplishment is more than an external validation of our current excellence. It is a call to action. So with that in mind, I have given the charge to Dr. Dua to implement some initiatives aimed at taking our research enterprise to this next level. In the future, there will be financial challenges. More about that later. But when resources allow, we will rebrand our Office of Research Services to Office of Research and Innovation. The new name better captures the breadth of a commitment to advancing cutting-edge research across all disciplines, while driving real-world impact through commercialization and interdisciplinary collaboration. We will launch C-Ignite, a collaboratory for integrating growth, innovation, and research excellence. C-Ignite will connect faculty with industry and community partners and provide dedicated support for large grant proposals and strategic funding. We will start a new Build Fund with an initial $1 million investment to advance research capabilities through facility upgrades, acquisition of advanced equipment for core facilities, and innovation labs. We will add 3 positions in the Research Administration Group to improve grant services and support. We will also launch a new suite of Research and Innovation Excellence Awards to honor outstanding achievements, including the Pioneer Grant Award for first-time federal PIs, $1 Million Milestone Award for those who have cumulatively received at least $1 million in grant funding while at UMKC, and the Rainmaker Award for international impact. These recognitions will foster a culture of high-impact research and innovation and will further be amplified through communication initiatives such as an annual research conference, monthly newsletters, and a research magazine highlighting innovation and collaboration at UMKC. R1 status is not an endpoint for UMKC. It is the launching pad for even greater achievements. Trust me when I say that this is just the beginning. Now at UMKC, we cannot achieve success alone, and our impact is not limited to our campuses. UMKC's commitment to community engagement is unwavering. I'm sure you have noticed this, but Kansas City is having quite the moment. This is an incredibly special place to be living in right now. We are grateful to have the connections and resources we have in this city, and we are committed to finding new ways to give back to the community that does so much for us. On campus, our Child and Family Services Clinic continues to make an extraordinary impact. Since its inception in the year 2000, the clinic has assisted more than 1,000 children and families in securing permanent homes, addressing one of the largest unmet legal needs in Missouri. Family legal issues remain a significant challenge in Jackson County, but the dedication of a school of law helps to fill that gap, offering hope and stability to the most vulnerable members of our community. Big thanks go to Clinic Director Wendy Ross for helping make this possible. And UMKC students are also taking the lead in creating change. Through the Enactus program, our students partnered with Operation Breakthrough to launch Stay Driven, a project that helps Kansas City families keep their vehicles in safe working condition. By providing minor car repairs like oil changes, battery replacements, and headlight fixes, Stay Driven addresses a critical barrier to employment and education. This initiative was sparked by Jia Wong, a Block student with a background in automotive work, who recognized the urgent need for reliable transportation. Another contribution to a city's cultural fabric, the Mellon Foundation has awarded UMKC $4 million to establish the Kansas City Monuments Coalition. This initiative will provide vital funding to 16 historic preservation and commemorative organizations across the city, ensuring that these treasured sites, from Fort Osage in Missouritown to the Warner Majors House museums, remain relevant and accessible for future generations. Now, over the past few years, we have accomplished much together. We have stabilized our reserves, provided merit raises, addressed salary decompression for faculty and staff, revitalized campus spaces, launched new capital projects, and achieved some of the highest student retention and graduation rates in a decade. We have also reversed declining undergraduate enrollment trends, and of course, we have reached the milestone R1 status. We have momentum on our side, and our future is bright. At the same time, we know that the road ahead will bring some new challenges. The past few years have brought generous state appropriations, but we anticipate more modest increases as the state budget tightens. Changes to how federal grants are funded will bring additional challenges. We will continue to move forward, but with increased caution and restraint. You will receive additional communication from me on this in the near future. Also, shifts in leadership at both the federal and state levels will bring new policies and regulations. Sometimes these may be fast-paced, unexpected, and challenging. As a state university, we'll always abide by them, even though sometimes change is difficult. Demographic shifts, such as a declining number of high school graduates, will require us to be even more proactive in attracting and retaining and graduating students. This is a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to expand our reach, enhance student success initiatives, and innovate in ways that set us apart. Challenges are nothing new to us. Time and time again, this university has shown its ability to adapt, persevere, and emerge even stronger. I have no doubt that together, we will continue to meet every challenge with the same determination and ingenuity that have brought us to this moment. Now, meeting inevitable challenges also means, however, that we need to secure every resource we can find to push forward. Folks, I know you know this, but all of this progress doesn't come for free. Our progress is powered by the exceptional contributions of our students and the faculty and staff. But just as critically, it is fueled by the generosity of our supporters and the indomitable spirit of the new nation. This year, we were honored to receive a transformative $3 million gift from alumnus Dr. Nelson Sabates and his wife Rachel, the largest single family donation for the School of Medicine. This gift is a remarkable testament to the power of giving back to build a stronger future. Philanthropy is the lifeblood of our continued success, enabling UMKC to provide extraordinary opportunities for students and the broader community. We are deeply grateful for the ongoing support of our alumni, our community partners, and generous benefactors. Today, we have a special reason to be thankful. Last week, our 2025 UMKC Giving Day event was an incredible success. We raised more than $1.2 million and surpassed our goal by nearly 500%. Folks, just to put things in perspective, just 4 or 5 years ago, we raised $6,000. This outpouring of generosity from a UMKC community speaks volumes about the passion and commitment of our donors, our alumni, our faculty, staff, and our friends. Thank you to everyone who contributed. We couldn't have done it without you. Another huge philanthropic opportunity will come in October when we kick off Blue and Bold, a historic $500 million comprehensive campaign. This will be our most ambitious fundraising effort yet, one that will fuel transformational opportunities for our students, groundbreaking research, and critical initiatives that will shape the future of UMKC for generations to come. Every act of generosity, from major gifts to everyday contributions, helps to propel UMKC forward. So to every supporter, we offer a heartfelt thanks. Your belief in UMKC's vision is the foundation of our progress. The generosity of our supporters fuels our mission and ensures UMKC continues to thrive. But it is the dedication and heart of our staff that truly bring our vision to life. At UMKC, Rue Spirit is embodied by the extraordinary people behind the scenes, our staff who go above and beyond every day to make an impact. I would like to point out a recent example of this. As I'm sure you know, this year we have had some significant snowfalls and record-breaking low sub-zero temperatures. In fact, we had another one just last week, which is why I'm speaking to you today instead of last Wednesday. Yet, each time we came to work, came to classes, walked to classes, the campus streets, the sidewalks, and the parking lots were ready for us. This was not some random act of magic that happened overnight. It was the hard work of the facilities team that worked through icy conditions at night and wind chills of -20 degrees. Some of these amazing people are here today, and I'd like them to stand so we can recognize them. Please rise. Thank you. This group is an example of how so many on campus who work quietly behind the scenes so that the rest of us can do our work at the university. Thank you all for all that you do. Now, as we get to the end of our time together here, let's take a moment to look at some of the other incredible ways our staff are making a difference through their generosity and through the service.
UMKC seems to attract people who want to have an impact and make a difference, make the world a better place. I think that's just a common attitude here, and it's just part of who we are. My name is Della Damon, and I work at the School of Dentistry, and I volunteer at ReHope. ReHope is an organization that's really on the front lines of assisting survivors of human trafficking. While I'm there, mostly I just get to hang out with the ladies there. Whatever they're doing, I do with them. You know, I get to visit and just be a friend to them. Volunteering at ReHope makes me feel very blessed to be able to be a part of such a great opportunity. And I just get a front row seat to see these wonderful transformations in people's lives.
I'm Lee Kerwin. I'm an Associate Director of Human Resources here at UMKC, and I volunteer in the Rock-A-Baby program in the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at KU. The Rock-A-Baby program is a program for volunteers to go into the hospital and help the nurses tend to the babies. Our job as the rockers is just to hold them and comfort them. It's a really calming experience. Even when the babies are upset, it feels like really important work. The nurses really appreciate it, the parents really appreciate it, and the babies really do benefit from the extra attention that the volunteers can offer.
My name is Javon Hill. Here at UMKC, I serve as the Program Director for the Men of Color Academy, and I volunteer for Lead to Read. Lead to Read is a nonprofit organization that supports different elementary schools in the area in improving reading literacy for youth. I'm partnered with a reading buddy who's a second grader at Center Elementary. For 30 minutes on a weekly basis, I read to him and he reads to me. he just brings the kid out of me and when we read those books and when we do these activities, and it's just a truly amazing time.
I'm Laura Moore, and I work in the Block School at the Rainier Institute for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. I am a managing director for our program and operations, and I volunteer at Make-A-Wish. I'm a volunteer wish granter, and so I get to meet with the kids, I get to play with them, get to know them, and grant their wishes. And so I serve as the liaison between the parents and the Make-A-Wish organization. You get that pure joy of excitement when they find out they're going to Disney or meeting Patrick Mahomes, and that brings me a lot of satisfaction and joy as well.
I'm Jai Schaefer. I work at the UMKC School of Science and Engineering, and I volunteer at Harvesters. Harvesters is a food bank here in the Kansas City area that serves about 900 partners in 27 counties. Some of the things that I and other UMKC colleagues do at Harvesters are packing the bag snacks, or putting onions into bags, or putting together different kinds of meal packs for senior citizens. It makes me feel like I'm connecting to other people, and I think being reminded that you're a part of that bigger picture is a really important element of being a human.
These stories make me just so proud, and they are a powerful reminder of how our people turn passion into action, making a lasting impact far beyond a campus. That unwavering spirit of service and determination defines the very essence of UMKC. And it's because of that spirit, along with the extraordinary dedication of a staff, of faculty, of students, and supporters, that I can say this with confidence. Together, our university will weather whatever the future brings and will come out stronger on the other side. So the next time someone asks you where you work or where you go to college, say with some pride, UMKC. We are building something truly special. UMKC has always been great for a long time, but we are on a fast track to becoming something truly extraordinary. You all know it, I know it, so it's time to let everybody else know it too. Thank you, and Ru up.